Hey folks, it's Bob from Mountain Crest Farm, and would you look here? I'm doing a coffee chat from my normal place where I started all these coffee chats. Leaning on the back of my pickup truck. Same background, truck's parked in the same place. Oh me, it's not the same weather. It's about 42, 44 degrees. And no, I don't have any coffee. It's a little bit late to be drinking coffee. I've had plenty this morning already. And I don't have any switch oil because it's too cold. I'm not going to need something to drink. As soon as I finish this video, I've got some fencing work I've got to do. But since it's not a hot day, I'm not going to need any, I'm not going to be needing any switchel because I'm not going to be working up a sweat. I doubt I'll even come out of this jacket. It's supposed to be sunny today, and if it was this temperature with sun coming down, I would come out of this jacket, but it is gray. It's not going to rain, but it's gray. So the jacket's going to stay on. What do I want to talk about today? Well, it might surprise y'all to know that occasionally I watch a TED Talk. And I watched a TED Talk the other day that made me say, yeah, that's what that's all about. It's about money and whether or not money has value. And it seems like today, and I'm going to pick on young people here, especially young people, money doesn't really have value. And I'm wondering, I've wondered why, because I remember, God, when I was a kid, I had a paper route, and when I went around collecting, which a kid couldn't do that today because it'd be too dangerous, when I went around collecting every week, or some people paid by the month, that money, all 20, 25 bucks of it, sure seemed like a lot of money to me. And I got to keep part of it since it was my paper route. I had to turn the rest of it into the newspaper. It had value. Now, kids, even if when they get their allowance, doesn't seem to have value. And I wondered why. And this TED Talk I watched gave a reason that makes sense to me. The guy doing the TED Talk came to the conclusion that money doesn't have value to young people because young people don't see money. Even teenagers these days have teenage jobs, work for a supermarket, bagging groceries or stocking shelves. They never see money. What they see is a direct deposit into their account, and they've got a debit card. They don't even write checks anymore. They don't handle any paper. They give somebody a check or use their debit card for what they get. They go online and order stuff and use their debit card or their PayPal account. They don't touch money. Even if you're a cashier at a grocery store, you don't touch money very much. I sat at Walmart checkout line. Now, Walmart's a bunch of poor folks. I know there's a lot of people besides poor folks, but the poor folks really gravitate to Walmart. They don't have cash. They've either got a debit card for their account where their paycheck goes into, or if they're really poor folks, they've got a EBT card, which is a whole nother subject. I'm not going to get off on that one. It gets too close to politics. But they don't have money. Nobody has money. I watched 20 people go through a checkout line. One used cash, and it was for like a $5 purchase. The guy doing the TED Talk did an experiment using his kids. His kids happened to be Monopoly fanatics. They played Monopoly all the time, which tells me right there he's raising his kids pretty good. They're not sitting there looking at a screen. But they played Monopoly all the time, and he watched how they played. And he had 3 kids. And one of them was an extremely altruistic little girl. And she was forever loaning money to her 2 siblings when they were about broke on Monopoly. She had loaned money, or if they were short on money, and they needed to get out of jail, she'd pay their bail. Good kid. Soft heart. It kind of bothered him because of the casual way they handled their money when they were playing Monopoly. So he decided to do an experiment. He's obviously not a homesteader, because it's what he did most homesteaders wouldn't be able to do. He went to the bank and he got $10,000 in cash. He got it in the same denominations as Monopoly money comes in. The same number of 20s, the same number of 10s, the same number of 5s. He matched what was in the Monopoly game. He brought that money back and replaced the money in the Monopoly game with real money. This is on Friday afternoon, and his kids started one of their all weekend long Monopoly games. And they did it with cash. Boy, their eyes got big. And he told them, he said, now at the end of it, you're not going to get to keep all that money. But whoever wins, and he reached in his pocket, and he pulled out a $20 bill. His kids were all small. I think the oldest one was 13, 14 years old. $20 actually meant something if it was greenback money. Whoever wins gets the $20. And he sat back and he watched them play Monopoly with real money. You know, the way they played changed dramatically. The one that played the banker, that was giving out bank loans to his siblings, playing with Monopoly money, a lot more careful about whether he loaned them money or not. He looked at what they had, the property they had. He did what a banker did. He looked at what the property they had, was their income potential there, did he have 3 of any kind so that he could put houses and hotels on it. He vetted the loan. He'd still loan money, which you're not supposed to do with Monopoly, but at least he vetted the loan. And the one that surprised him the most, and that really got his attention, was his altruistic little girl, who was always paying people's fines and getting out of jail, paying their way out of jail, and loaning them money when they landed on Boardwalk and the other sibling had a hotel on it, loaning them money to pay the rent, selling a property for less than it was worth just to give them a third one so they could put some houses on it. You know, she quit doing that. If you landed in jail, you better get yourself out. You better draw a get out of jail free card. Or what is it? Monopoly. I hadn't played it in so long. What is it? On your third roll you get out anyway? Well, you were going to sit there for your third roll if you didn't get out. I think it's rolling doubles gets you out on the first or second time around. That's how you were going to get out. She wasn't handing out free money anymore. She wasn't buying hotels for people to put on their own property where she'd have to pay rent coming around anymore. She wasn't giving people breaks on the rent when they landed on her property anymore. She treated the money like it was real money, because it was. Even though she wasn't going to get to keep it all, it was real money. And she had the potential of getting a $20 bill at the end of it all. He said that all 3 of his kids played dramatically different because it was money and because they had a chance to get money. Now, I submit that monopoly money they used to play with, that's like a debit card. It's not real. It's a piece of plastic. Yeah, you can't overdraw it. Try to use it too much, it's just going to get declined. But it isn't real money. Now, I could get all political and say that the real money we deal with these days isn't worth anything anyway. It's not worth the paper it's written on or printed on. But beyond that, it is money. You can walk in a store and buy stuff. And yeah, you can buy stuff with plastic, but it's just not real. And he was really surprised that when people were dealing with real money, when it meant something, when it was a tangible physical thing, it changed totally the way they acted. And I think that's where a lot of us are today. You go and you lay down a piece of plastic to buy a chainsaw. You know I had to come back to chainsaws or something homesteading. You go lay down a piece of plastic to buy a chainsaw, and the chainsaw breaks, year or 2 years later. Go lay down a piece of plastic, get another one. Nobody repairs TVs anymore. It used to be, especially in small towns, but it is in big cities too, they just didn't show up as much. It used to be if your TV quit, there's a TV repair guy, TV and radio repair. When was the last time you saw a TV repair shop? Shoes. I used to buy really good shoes. And when I wore a hole in the bottom of them, they went to the shoe repair shop and got half sold. Got new heels put on them when they needed it. Now, throw them away, go buy some more. And I think a part of it is we don't deal in money anymore. We deal in pretend money. We deal in monopoly money. It makes it easy to be a throwaway society. It makes it easy to waste. You do have some money in that account backing up that plastic, but you just don't realize. It makes it easier to waste money. It's easy for me to waste money, and I'm aware of this. I can walk in Walmart or Home Depot or any place, leave my plastic here at the house, walk in with the cash I've got in my pocket, and I'm real careful about what I buy. Do I need it? Will I use it more than once? Does it look like it's built well and it'll last? I ask myself those questions when I'm walking around using cash. But I'm guilty of. If I got my plastic in my pocket, or worse, if I'm online, I will spend money I have absolutely no business spending. Because all I'm doing is giving them an account number, or giving them a debit card number, paying with PayPal. Nothing real, just those little electronic bits that fly across the internet. It's not real. I know I buy stuff that if I had to reach in my pocket and I could reach into the screen, just take it and put it right into the screen, I know I wouldn't buy it. I can look back at my buying history on Amazon and it tells me that. But because I'm paying for it with a card, not money, I'm guilty of it. So I'm just going to encourage people to find a way. I'm going to do this. I don't know how successful I'm going to be, but I'm going to try. I'm going to encourage people to try to look at your plastic like it's a piece of paper about that long and about that wide, printed mainly in green ink. Every time you're going to use your plastic or every time you're going to make an online purchase, try to see those greenbacks instead of that piece of plastic or instead of that account number. I think it'll save you some money. I know it'll save me some money if I can make myself do it. I can't promise I'm going to make myself do it. I can promise I'm going to try. That's all I can promise. But Try that. I'm going to quit buying things with monopoly money. I'm going to try to start buying things with money. See if it cuts down on my expenses. Oh, and I'll tell you one other place that you don't notice. Real easy. I probably spend $75 a month on subscriptions online. Some of it for YouTube, which I don't consider wasted money. Example is TubeBuddy. I use TubeBuddy to help do my channel better, and I don't consider that wasted money. And I spend $15 a month on, God, I can't remember the name. It's one of the services that provides free music, and you don't notice much background music in my videos, but you're going to start because I just started that subscription. And I think that'll be worth it. It'll improve my channel. But I've got a few other subscriptions that are just nothing subscriptions. I used to have a Netflix subscription. I did get rid of that one. I'm an Amazon Prime member, and Amazon Prime has videos. But subscriptions will eat up money in a hurry, and you don't even know it's gone because you're not having to do it every time. So there's another place to pay attention, and you can probably put some money in your pocket. But anyway, that's my thoughts on monopoly money, and that monopoly money that we all carry around. It's made out of plastic, it's not made out of paper, but we all carry around monopoly money. And we treat it like monopoly money, like his kids did in that experiment. Start trying to treat the monopoly money like real money. I'll bet you save some bucks. Well, y'all have a fantastic day. I got to go work on some fence. Remember now, if y'all like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down and tell me in the comments what was wrong with it so I can improve next time. Take a look around. If you like the channel, hit that subscribe button down there below the video. And I can't do my bell example because my bell's in the house. But ring that little bell so you get notifications when I do a video. Y'all go out and have a absolutely awesome day. And remember that awesome days are not easy to have, but they are really, really simple. All you have to do to have an awesome day is to remember two things. Number one, the tomb was empty. And number two, he is alive. I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm going to go work on fence.